Well, it's certainly nice to see you. The crackling zip of a match striking the matchbox filled Soraya's ears. The dark room was lit with a warm orange glow as the woman lended candle wicks with a flame. I could say the same. Soraia couldn't fight the grin building on her face. It had been a while since she'd seen anyone from Tineia. I was starting to think I would have to do all of this alone. Soraia adjusted the pillow underneath her, attempting to find a comfortable pose on the floor. The woman was silently scanning her face. Her eyes trailed from Soraia's hair, to her face, to her body. She reached out and held a strand of Soraia's orange frizzy curls between her fingers. He gave you a good-looking vessel, didn't he? Soraia looked over the woman's shoulder at the oval mirror on the wall. A Tinean woman stared back at her. She had kind eyes, the type that make you immediately feel at ease in their presence. Dark caramel skin, and the coarse, red-orange frizzy curls and blue-gold eyes. She looked down at her hands. Long, thin fingers with sharp, almond-shaped nails. I suppose he did. Did he tell you what you'd receive from me? Almost. I heard the message but was interrupted. As if on cue, a loud knock on the door interrupted their conversation. The woman stood abruptly and walked over to peek through the peephole. She opened the door. Pietra. Oh, Pietra. Never forgetting his manners, he addressed the woman. Hi, thanks. His eyes cut to the frizzy-haired Tinean woman, sitting on a pillow on the floor. Soraia. The woman closed the door behind him, stifling a laugh as Soraia returned the glare. Pietra, what are you doing here? Don't worry about it. The woman waved at them to quell the incoming bickering. She walked around the glass table and returned to her seat, holding out her hand to invite Pietri to sit next to Soraia. He can't. He was a part of the message. The woman's smile reached her twinkling eyes. Pietri accepted the invitation, briefly placing a hand on Soraia's knee to calm her. I don't understand. Soraia looked at the woman quizzically before looking at Pierre's stoic face. Ignoring her question, she picked up a jewelry box from the table and pulled out a necklace with a dainty stone at the end of it. Moonstone. After motioning to Soraia to lean closer, she draped it over her head, reaching afterwards for the other box next to the empty one. She opened it. A silver ring. She handed it to Pietri, who slipped it on. Obsidian, he muttered. Soraia turned her entire body to stare at him. What do you mean, obsidian? Excuse me, what exactly is going on here? She looked back and forth between the woman and Pietri, who avoided her stare. These are meant to keep you linked. The woman sat back, elbows resting on the table and hands comfortably clasped. He's your partner. My what? Soraia abruptly stood up, stumbling backwards away from the table. Pietra continued to avoid her stare. She thought back to the day she arrived, the way Pietri abruptly appeared behind her in line, and latched onto her like a leech. She thought about his incessant talking, and the way he invited himself into every interaction. All of the messages she received from God before today flooded her mind. Messages about where to go, where her home on Tineia would be. Messages about settling in. But none about Pietra, and a partner. But Pietra? Worrisome, stubborn, nosy Pietra. She didn't realize she was staring with her mouth agape until Pietra spoke up. Is it really such a surprise? Well, yes, you don't even seem like, are you, Triptian? Pierre smiled and sat a little straighter. Yes, but that's the point. I arrived here months before you. It was important that I learn the mannerisms and culture of Tineia. Who else would keep you from blowing your cover? The woman quietly laughed, lowering her hands onto her lap. She invited Soraia back to her seat. Is it such a surprise your boyfriend would be from Tineia? Soraia cast a hard glare in her direction as she settled back onto her floor pillow, a look that got the point across. Not my boyfriend. Her hand traveled up to the necklace and rested over it. This is supposed to keep us linked? Yes. The woman nodded. Until your energies are better acquainted, the moon here on Tineia has a cleansing effect. Every night, it resets the energy around us. Since you are not true Tineans, it will be difficult to keep your memories of the other should you be cleansed by the moon before you're acquainted. Keep those on. You'll know when it's time to let them go. Ah. Pietri gave
that's
Soraia
why
a
you've been
tense
following
smile,
me everywhere,
and then thanked
Soraia
Soraia grumbled.
I think we should
There's
be on
no
our
way
way.
you would have let me forget
I didn't
who you
catch your
were.
name.
The woman extended her hand to gently clasp it with Pietra's. Suma, she said with a smile. Hello. Enjoying the troubles of Tineia before the gods? Please consider subscribing and sharing my work. Every interaction inspires me to keep writing, and every like, comment, share, and subscription is heavenly appreciated. All the best.